بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين وصلى الله وسلم وبارك على سيد المرسلين وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. Dear brothers, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is the 15th episode of the project In Short. Means that we are trying to give short information about major topics or major cases in Islam. This short one will be about the hidden world of Jinn. As a lot of people are asking about this case of Jinn, what is it and how to deal with them and so on. So first of all, we know that Jinn, their world is an unseen world to us. As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told us about Iblis and his children, إِنَّهُ يَرَاكُمْ هُوَ وَقَبِيلُهُ مِنْ حَيْثُ لَا تَرَوْنَهُم. Iblis and his children, the Jinn, can see us, but we cannot see them. So it's impossible for us to see the Jinn if they are in their own shape. But if they are using some other shapes or some other alive things like animals and so on, we can see them, but not in their original shape. Also, Jinn are created from fire. وَالْجَانَّ خَلَقْنَاهُم مِّن قَبْلُ مِن نَارِ السَّمُومِ. So Allah told us in His noble book that they are created from fire, while human beings are created from mud or clay, while also the angels are created from light. What is the relation or connection between human beings and Jinn? Actually, there's a lot of connection, a lot of treatment between these two sides of creations. Okay, so a human can hurt and assault the Jinn by, as an example, wiping themselves with dung or bones after answer the call of nature. As he sallallahu alaihi wasallam told us that we're not supposed to use these in wiping ourselves, which is istijmar, called istijmar in Arabic. Yani now we are not using these, but yani just that's what's mentioned by Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. We are using now tissues and so on. Okay, so these things, why we are not allowed to use them in wiping ourselves? Because these are the food of Jinn and food of their animals. Food of Jinn are the bones, which has no flesh, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will make it full of a flesh for Jinn. And the dung of our animals is the food of the animals of Jinn. So we are not allowed to do that. If we wipe ourselves with that, we are hurting and assaulting the Jinn. Also, to pour hot things or liquids without saying Bismillah. Yani women in the kitchen, when they pour hot water or hot tea or whatever into the sink, or pouring hot things onto the bathroom, this is going to hurt the Jinn usually, because there are a lot of evidences of that in Quran and Sunnah. Also, slamming doors or throwing things without saying Bismillah may hurt the Jinn, because they may be standing beside the door, maybe they are in the place where we throw things, so we will hurt them, even unintentionally, but still this is actually hurting them. This will result, of course, to the other way around, which is the Jinn will assault the human beings, will hurt the human beings. How? There's so many ways. First of all, they prevail over them by whispering into their hearts. Waswasa yani. They do that and hurt the human beings through this way. And we know upon the ahadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam that even the ayat is showing this, that each human being is having his own qareen, a Jinn attached to each one of us. This Jinn, his job is to whisper to the human beings to do wrong things. So Sahaba, when they heard this from Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, they asked him, Ya Rasulullah, even you? He said, even me. Except that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala helped me, so I am saved from him, or he referred to Islam, depending on the meaning of the hadith. Also, they can hurt human beings by frightening them by or prevailing over them by fear. that they do usually sometimes to do. But if the person is having reciting the dua in the morning and the evening and before he sleeps, so on, they cannot really do that to him. They also overthrow humans and knock them down, which is called epilepsy. Okay, so what's epilepsy? Epilepsy actually is two types: because of jinn or because of physical disease. Because of jinn, they are allowed to occupy the human being's body and control it. And that's only for those people who are not having the protection of Quran and Sunnah, dua. And when Rasulullah told us that if you recite Ayatul Kursi before you sleep, no shaitan will hurt you. If you recite in the morning قل هو الله أحد قل أعوذ برب الفلق قل أعوذ برب الناس 3 times, and in the evening the same way, and in the morning and evening 3 times each one, then you are protected by Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala, whether He's sending angels and so on, so jinn cannot hurt you. Same thing for a lot of things. When we have these dhikr with us always, then shaitan cannot hurt us. The jinn cannot hurt us. Another example is the case that when he told us sallallahu alaihi wasallam that when we enter our houses, we say the dua, Bismillah, ولجنا بسم الله خرجنا وعلى الله ربنا توكلنا اللهم نسألك خير المولج وخير المخرج بسم الله ولجنا, and so on. These dua, when you say them, then shayateen cannot enter with you to your house. When you say the dua before entering the bathroom, same thing. When you say the dua before you sleep, same thing, Ayatul Kursi and so on. So we have our protection. They cannot hurt us if we are having this protection. طيب. The case now is that, what if I have a friend or a colleague in work who was knocked down in front of me? What am I supposed to do? Directly to say that he is affected by jinn? No. First of all, we have to check him physically in the hospital and see. Maybe he's having some physical disease. طيب, what if he has no physical disease? All the checking out by the doctor say he's okay physically. Then we can say that he's affected by jinn. Then we do the ruqya on him by reciting Quran and hadith and dua. Then the jinn usually talk to us. Of course, this should not be done by anyone. This can be done by ulama or mashayikh or imams of masjid who are memorizing Quran and so on, and they can do this to the affected people. That's a quick glance to the case of jinn, the world of the jinn. And jazakumullah khair for watching, and remember, sharing da'wah means sharing reward from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And inshallah, I will send you, I will put in the description box more links to this topic. Barakallah feekum wa jazakumullah khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.